Quirky for Chi Chi. Still just going fleet footwork. Does need the cleanse against Sejuani Braum. And Lovi on the other side does also need cleanse against Leona. It was Conqueror for Ryu on the Jays.
Yep. It's just going to guard any access to that top lane through the river, but Lava and Lakai instead pathing into these Raptors, looking for that early ward as we've come to expect. We'll find it. Char, is he going to come take that one out? It looks like he's headed that way to do so. And yeah, sure enough, 116 now will be hitting level 2 off the first minion wave.
And J-Team's bot lane pushing in. They are doing this against a Braum. They do have to be careful, but...
Yeah, they get the ward down. They know now exactly where Kongyue is starting. There's no way to sweep that one away. New gets one auto attack off, but loses a trade. Still has access to all of his abilities, though, if he were to get continued on by Lakai. But Lakai smartly just backs on out.
Already used his potion in mid lane. That is surprising. He's at risk of getting heavily out-sustained. But trading well with Minji for now.
I miss the audio.
Yeah, me too.
They used to have, like... I guess it was a little confusing, but... They used to just have one lane's audio playing when this happened. Which makes sense, you know, but...
Maybe some like, elevator music.
I can see it.
West Point's bot lane getting thrashed into their tower for now.
Yeah, a little bit of Corky pushing power. Marvel returning now to his top side to claim it. All of those jungle camps.
Yeah, and he's here in time to protect his top laner. It doesn't look like the Gnar is getting dived, though. Off of this big crash. So it will be a very quiet first clear so far, but...
3 minutes. Lava trying to push for that clear time win.
Yeah, I think Ivern actually has a very, very fast clear. Maybe second only to Zyra.
Yeah, quite possibly.
After the Karthus nerfs. Oh, we get to watch 1116 on play this game.
Yeah, eventually. You've got to get through the lane phase first.
Yeah, that always delivers.
It does.
And Lava will grab the first crab here, but bot crab should be Kongyue's if he wants it. So there is a Leona waiting for him. Oh, might just be a double crab.
Yeah, Minji going aggressive here. No fear available for 116, but not too much really following up. This is going to force out teleport early now for this way, and maybe it's before he even has enough for the Lost Chapter. Yeah, he can't get it. That is a depressing first base.
Yeah, Mana Crystal Amp Tome.
Necessary, but rough.
Yeah. I think he got close enough to his Lost Chapter that he can probably just spend all his mana on these next few waves and just get a recall in for the Lost Chapter anyway, so he should be okay, I think. Not ideal, of course, but so much wave clear on this champ, he should be fine.
Aggressive trades down on bot side. Lil V very low on mana, but as is Chi-Chi, flash forward. Winter's Bite does connect, but there's no follow-up. Here comes the flash. One more auto attack is all it needs. What a cleanse coming out of Chi-Chi there.
Yeah, insta cleanse from Chi-Chi. Very bold go from Cha when they know the Quirky does have cleanse. Chi-Chi doesn't even flash there. He just valks away and cleanses when he does get stunned eventually. That was both flashes from West Point's bot lane committed. So big win for J-Team in my eyes.
Yep. Tempo as well, taken away from Kongyue. Although, you know, champs like Sejuani, not the biggest tempo junglers in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, there to donate their tempo to their carries, essentially, these supportive junglers.
Deadly accurate with these boomerangs is Lakai.
Yeah, he's doing well. We'll be down a bit of CS once Ryu picks up all this wave.
Yeah, definitely a carryable game for Ryu.
Yeah, it should just be a completely free-farm Jace game for him.
Gee. Gotta suffer against the...
There's a lot of pings going down in the river.
Yeah, both supports up here now.
It's an honorable 3v3 mid. Ivern likes doing this a little more than the Sedrani because Lava's just waiting for his camps to farm up.
Lakai, he's seemingly used his Gnar ult and
yeah, got
won
a good
a
trade.
sizable trade. Ryu's going to be forced to teleport away now as Lava takes these Void Grubs with the lane priority afforded to him by his top laner.
Yeah, and that is a pretty ideal back for Ryu, though. Doesn't get much better than the Tyr and Caulfield's versus back Jace.
Yeah. Pretty decent back there. I wonder what he's going to go first item. I guess Eclipse. Probably Eclipse for Jace, I'd suppose.
Yeah.
What do we used to say? See, it was a lot of opportunity. Some Yomus.
Yeah. Once upon a time, Blade of the Ruined King.
Those were way back in the days.
Shaw trying to deny this cannon.
Yeah. Did he deny it? I didn't actually see.
I couldn't tell.
Started paying attention to the trade.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that Q landed from Chi-Chi.
I'm going to be back bot again.
I'm going to be fishing. No cleanse up on Chi-Chi. This could be dangerous. Does have flash, though.
A lot of camps up, but Lalva's here to counter. Right place, right time yet again. Char does put up that wall, gets very low. Ignite even popping as Zenith Blade does connect onto Lil V. Going to be forced to cleanse as well.
He has so much damage at this point in the game from the Leona Corki. Just forces Cha 9 back. Gotta be careful. No sums on this Braum. That is a Leona on the enemy team. Looks like the play will fizzle out, though.
Yeah, but Honey Fruit there in the river means that J-Team now will get to push one more wave in and look to the recall. Little V should be fine to be able to pick up that CS, but will be down in tempo as Lakai playing aggressively but catches a shock blast. Fully stacked Conqueror does not tickle.
Yeah, no TP for either top laner, so this is a very volatile lane state.
Yeah, Lakai, when he gets his Mega, will feel a lot better. Bunch of health gets pumped into you when you can transform. Nice sidestep.
Yeah, nice dodge by Minji. 116 seems to have gained some agency in this lane, though. Pushing the Tristana back to her tower.
Oh.
Makes him miss the cannon.
Yeah, I'm tanking that every day of the week to make sure I get that cannon.
Yeah. I'd tank too. Recall comes through for Lakai and Ryu. And, I mean, Ryu, yeah, is in a very great spot this game. So is 1116.
Yeah, I mean, the whole Rift really looking pretty decent. They are up 200 gold. Not that impactful ultimately, but 3 Void Grubs for J-Team. It was traded for a Dragon, but from what we've seen recently, it seems like these Void Grubs are just more important.
Yeah.
The additional tower damage, it just means that if you ever win a trade, you win harder. Easy to get towers.
Yeah, especially when you can get them really early and actually pick up some plates.
Yeah, I mean, Congo's looking for an execute. Is Daisy quick enough? No, Daisy does not have flash. Minji!
Jesus.
Oh, bunch of spam pings.
Yeah, everyone is spamming each other's flashes. Both sides saying it was worth it.
I'll take that trade if I'm West Point.
Yeah, I think I kind of just take that trade on either side. It's fine. Neither champion is super flash reliant.
Yeah, it just always feels better to have flash on your carry than
the Sejuani.
usually more like playmaking potential out of a carry with flash than a Sejuani.
Yeah, so this reset is going to be a problem for J-Team's bot lane. Just look at the items on Corki compared to MF. MF just has every flat AD component in the game, while Corki's bought a tier and probably my least favorite item, the Heartbound Axe.
Yeah, that actually, it feels the most appalling component, right?
Yeah, maybe the little slingshot is worse. That thing is useless. At least that is new, though.
Yeah, and it has an energize
cool.
proc.
Yeah, it looks cooler. But probably equally bad. There is a Sheen now picked up for the Corki, but in terms of raw stats, this MF is a monster right now.
Blackfire Torch already done here for 1116.
Yeah. Incredibly strong. On the way, and Cha is here to protect them.
And awfully confident, too, to not be going for Seras.
Yeah, into Tristana feels really good to get the Seraphs. Oh,
Glacial Fissure going to be used as Zenith Blade does go wide, but we've landed the Solar Flare onto 116, and maybe regretting not having a Seraphs now as he's just taken out. First blood goes over to Lakai on the Gnar, who made his way down from that top side.
Yeah, he's definitely regretting not flashing the Solar Flare there, 1116. And Chi-Chi's actually got shoved in the bot lane too, so it should just be a free dragon.
A lot of gold though for Ryu on the top side. 2 tower plates picked up. J-Team will claim themselves a dragon.
Yeah, evening up the dragon's score and maybe forcing West Point to contest these Void Grubs so that they can just keep up in terms of objectives. I do like the scaling on the side of West Point this game, but can't let J-Team run away with the game.
Well, Dragon not even going to be able to be done as Kongyue is able to path back out here. Yosan very, very low. Cha 9 is half HP, but Minji's almost here. And while yes, he just died, he is still very, very strong.
Yeah, they've just had to get off of the dragon, so just a donation to West Point, that feels amazing.
Yeah, and, I mean, Lalva, I was going to say he might get counter-jungled here, but he's already peppered as...
Yeah, and honestly, if you just look at the items, it's an item completed for 4 members of West Point. And this route kind of just baits Cha to ult the Tristana, who can easily buffer out of it, and greedy on his flash was 1116. No one willing to block the Ivern route for him. So he just goes down. Combo down. Yeah, but at the point where they were hitting that Dragon J team, West Point had 4 items completed to 0. Corki didn't even have the Striforce, so understandable they get off the Dragon at even the slightest hint of a contest. That would be a very unfortunate way to lose when you're only down 100 gold.
Yeah. Very even as the game still, but 2 dragons does mean that you'd favor West Point in the current situation.
Yeah. Yeah, items just coming out a little quicker from West Point. J-Team not really able to get much agency anywhere but bot lane, it feels like. Only Chi-Chi able to get some priority.
Minji spotted out here. Lots of pings. I counted about 30 pings there. Cha getting looked at. He's going to have to put up that door. Fantastic. Glacial Fissure and Glacial Prison coming out off Kongyue, but he's going to get snared on up by that Solar Flare, and Bullet Time not really finding anything but Daisy.
Nice little bit of poke lands onto Chi-Chi from this chase, though.
He's not going to get snared up, and 116 does not connect there on his QE, rather.
Yeah, West Point look like they want to fight this. I don't know if it's a great idea.
It's a 4v5. Lakai is sitting at the bottom of river here, trying to stack up his Mega Gnar, and he's getting close. Gonna go yellow now is his Gnar bar, and we've gone for the engage. Kongyue gonna flash away. Arctic Assault as well as Aspiring Despair does connect onto Yosan, and Minji snipes away some way, somehow, this Rift Herald, and while maybe they're not able to pick it up, they're gonna try to do so. Lalva sitting in this bush does connect there with that strangle, or the root.
No, Cha can just take it.
But yeah, Cha able to go pick that one up, and
I think he may have accidentally gotten it with his ulti. 1116.
Oh, while Yosan ran away?
Yeah, we'll see what happened to it. Kongyue walks in face first here and immediately gets engaged on, which I think is correct from J-Team. Get rid of the smite. But then something just picks up this, is it just his ulti explosion?
Oh, no, maybe it's a combination of both, but he did definitely use his QE as well.
It's a lot of damage on the Q. Yeah, QE, is it?
Yeah.
It's a QW. I thought that one was QW.
I think QW is the Rumble ult.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right. I think QE's the Rumble ult. I haven't played Hwei in a while.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like no one knows what we're talking about when we say QEWE.
Yeah.
So I guess we should just describe what the spells do anyway.
Yeah, I find it hard to describe what that one specifically does, right?
Yeah, the nuke. Well, it's Sunstrike. It's Invoker's Sunstrike.
Yeah.
If anyone's played Dota.
No, I haven't. It's also just Xerath's W.
Yeah, it is Xerath W. Yeah, that's actually a more accurate description.
Top tower lives on 1 HP, but 116 should be able to, at least the minions, mop that one up.
Yeah, it feels like West Point in control of this game for now. Not in the gold lead, though.
No.
Maybe just giving up a couple too many kills. Though they do have towers going their way and objectives all going their way. As well as CS going their way, so I'm not really sure why the gold is like this.
Probably just the 2 kills.
Yeah. Yeah, must be.
2 kills with a bunch of assists.
Third dragon. Unfortunately for West Point, this is a very weak dragon soul. But you're still going to be happy to pick it up.
Never complain about it, right?
Yeah.
The only way you can complain is by saying, I wish it was Hextech.
Yeah, you always do, as long as you're getting them.
True. Yeah, but if you're J-Team and you're not able to get them, it's like, oh, thank God it's Chemtech.
Yeah, the problem for J-Team is that they don't really scale that well into this game. They have great scaling champions, and I guess no one can stack that much armor on the side of West Point outside of Sejuani. Ryu landing some poke. He's not quite at the point where he's chunking anyone yet, though.
Yeah, looks like we are going to have a battle over this dragon. Every fight we've kind of had has been only slim amounts of gain, and the Solar Flare does go wide, but we've engaged here onto Kongyue. This bullet time, once again, is going to kill Daisy, but a 4-man Gnarl from Lakai. This could spell disaster for West Point, but even more disastrous was Minji just completely sending it. Still, nonetheless, you've lost your mid laner, but you should still be able to pick up this dragon.
Yeah, Minji may have thrown... I thought he might have thrown away the play there, but he does enough damage that they're able to get a 2-for-1 and pick up this dragon. A little bit dicey for J-Team how willing they are to engage onto this Sejuani, especially as the game goes on. She's going to be building a lot of armor. For now, it does work, though. And the MF ult pretty much just hitting Daisy once again. So maybe Lovi needs to just be a little bit more patient with his Misfortune ultimates.
Yeah, perhaps. Teleport coming through as West Point. They're trying to look for some way to pick up this tower. Instant Zenith Blade, though, and Ryu has just teleported straight into his demise.
Yeah,
One
West
death,
Point.
Chain into another.
Yeah, West Point completely misjudged their opponent's tempo there. Thought they were getting a free tower with that TP, but J-Team are all there very quickly. And the engage is just onto Sejuani. No frills. So Leona engage onto the Sejuani, and the MF ult is not the best once Leona flashes out of it, but the Gnar ulti is incredible.
Yeah, Minji struggling to actually find access into that fight too, just randomly standing at that blue buff. Means he doesn't get hit by the Gnar ult, but doesn't really do anything anyway, so...
Yeah.
As you're saying, yeah, we're used to, especially 116 on the way. Usually he does the most damage in a team fight. This time it was Lakai as well as Ryu.
Yeah, if you hit a 4-man Gnar ulti, your damage is going to look pretty good any given fight.
Yeah, that was a really nicely timed engage for Lakai. Very well played by him.
Yeah, and I was sure the Gnar would have more impact than Jace in this dragon fight, but I didn't think it would be by that wide a margin.
Yeah,
so,
Jace almost getting to his mirror mana now, though, so will start to become a bit of a problem when it comes to this poke.
Yeah, the gold lead kind of getting substantial now for J-Team. It is 20 minutes and only 2k, but it is the first, I think, meaningful gold lead of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. They, I think, as well, have kind of champs that really deal with this Jace well. Like, yes, he's going to get poked, but you've got Ivan shields there. Leona getting hit by it won't really care. Obviously, Warmog's eventually going to come through. And both these AD carries are probably going to feel completely happy purchasing a Bloodthirster.
Yeah, Fleet Footwork's all over the place as well.
Yeah.
Just for a bit of healing. For now, Fleet Footwork is completely negating this Jace poke, but once he gets Mirror Mana, it'll sting a bit more. And yeah, you kind of wish your Jace was going to be a problem in the side lane. I don't think Ryu will be this game, just because 2 kills now picked up on the Gnar.
Yep.
That means he's going to be in good fighting shape with the Jace, who should organically outscale him if the gold was even.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Now tower picked up for Lakai, and it's he who may become a problem in the side lane for West Point. So it's hard for side lanes to get out of hand ever when there is a Hui on your team. Just so much wave clear. Kind of doesn't matter how fed the enemy top laner is, he can just one-shot the wave on Hui.
Really does wish he was at his Liandry's though. Quite close, but still yet to get there.
Yeah, Baron on the map now.
Bit behind in CS actually is 1116.
Yeah, you're just a lot less safe than the Tristana, right? So you can't as confidently push up lanes and get all the CS you'd like to. So you see this happen against Yone, Tristana quite a bit. The more immobile carries falling behind a little in farm.
Oh, Chi-Chi! Might be in trouble. Valkyrie, though, is going to get him out. Surprised Kongyue didn't just pull the trigger there on that Sejuani ult.
Yeah, I am too. I think he could have.
Could have got the cleanse at least. Flash out of Chi-Chi now as Lil V. With that strut, is very, very quick. Redemption going to be used. But yeah, that's a lot of damage. It's going to force Chi-Chi out of the play for quite a while. Obviously, this is a bot lane talkie, so no teleport available.
Yeah, just a free flash for West Point. Got to be happy with that.
Daisy also has spawned to her demise. The Andrew's finished now for 1116, so a lot stronger now on the way. Hopefully find some more impact for him, but still, he's up against a J team that is looking extremely fierce.
Yeah, I still don't know who I've got winning this game right now, though.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to say J team right now as things stands, but with 20 seconds until this next dragon, we're probably about to find out a lot more solidify, really, I guess I should say, who truly is in the lead in this game and who is looking most likely to win. Jace does have Mirror Mana online, hasn't quite fully upgraded, so still not quite as strong as you'd wish to be, especially considering this dragon is now live.
Yeah, you almost don't want to fight it until the Mirror Mana does proc. It is such a massive spike for Jace that Corki has reached and he hasn't.
Yeah, 30 stacks, and you're not really going to be able to get that by just poking around here. Is the Solar Flare going to come down eventually? But it's going to be Char going down before that even does. Solar Flare does go and go wide. Lakai is stunned up, but he does manage to get his Mega out. Redemption coming down in bullet time. Hits absolutely nobody yet again. Lil V setting out an absolute prayer with that one. But once again, J-Team going to come out the victors. Char not able to use any of his summoner spells and just getting taken out.
Yeah, another tragic MF ulti from Little V as well. I'm not sure if they could have contested the dragon with the MF ult up. Also, just during that fight, Ryu TP'd from bot lane to mid lane turret. I don't think that makes like all that much of a difference when you're showing up to this fight as Jace. Especially before your Mirror Mana's procced.
Yeah, we'll have it ahead of whatever the next fight is. But yeah, on your screen, total gold. It's really J-Team who take a charge here. Although not insurmountable still. It is almost 4K gold, so J-Team firmly in the lead and probably should be able to get this one across the line.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd hope so. I don't think the game is broken by any means. It doesn't feel like J-Team have complete control of the map or anything yet. But it is much more difficult for West Point to play this map state at the moment.
Yeah, and Minji very close now to Bloodthirster, so that's going to entirely negate lots of what Jace wants to do, especially ahead of fights.
Yeah, even what Hui's doing.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Actually in the fight, when so much of his damage is backloaded on the Liandry's and Blackfire Torch, you're going to be able to negate some of that with the BT healing.
Oh!
That was a lot of skill shots out of West Point. They got to get out of here.
Yeah. Guys,
they are being chased out 1v4.
They do manage to. And now it's J-Team. Forward track here on the mid lane. Still a very healthy mid tower, and without Baron being down, 116 is going to be completely okay to just take out this minion wave with the help of his AD carry.
Yeah, but the amount of farm they're sharing has really set 116 behind compared to Minji. Over 30 CS down now. And it just feels a lot easier to play the map when you have the Tristana.
Yep, for sure. Now, once again, another push. Lil V coming back down. 1-6. Oh, he doesn't have the wave clear, just used it for damage, but there it comes. No real threat on this tower, even with these Ivern bushes coming out.
Yeah, they've kind of just got both carries sitting here on West Point, so...
Yeah, Lil V did go top and clear out a top wave. A couple of top waves.
Yeah. You end up leading a lot of CS when you do play it like this, though. CS lead up to 40 now. For Minji over 116. You just get more CS if you're sitting in the lane the entire time rather than rotating up to catch. It has meant that Little V's gotten a little CS lead for himself. So getting most of the minions on the map are West Point. And BT finish now for Minji. RFC on its way for the Corki.
I like to imagine Lil V probably getting near third item as well.
Yeah, looks like he's going for LDR.
Yeah. Interesting. I think IE would have been better.
I mean, I see at least some armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, enemy team. I like this Serpent's Fang out of Jace.
Yeah, very good Serpent's Fang game. I mean, anytime you see an Ivern, it generally is. And honestly, even the Bloodthirster.
Yeah, true.
Nice little bit of poke.
Yep.
But, I mean, Yosan just has Warmogs, so...
Yeah, I mean, the double burns will keep the Warmogs off for a little longer, but eventually does just proc it and heal all this back.
Oh, wow. Kai just claims himself in a tower. That's 700 gold now to this Nah.
Yeah.
So what he's building, he's half thinking armor with that Warden's Mail, half thinking a magic resist item. We'll see what he chooses to upgrade fully first. I would have thought probably the armor.
Yeah, just get Randuin's or something.
Yep, there you go. LDR now completed for Lil V on the Misfortune.
Yep. IE next for him, I assume.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine, right?
Same deal for Chi-Chi. He'll have his RFC now and go for IE next.
Okay, going aggressive. Merely formed Jace, who just used his Q, not very threatening. To the skies.
Tier 2 picked up by the Snar now. He's actually massive in terms of gold. Minji TP's into mid lane so that they can go straight for this dragon.
Yeah, West Point, though, they're starting up the Baron.
Oh, this
Dragon's not going to be an option. We need to teleport in now as Jace. This poke has to land. Clearing out one more minion wave. And in the meanwhile, I mean, West Point, they just get off it. All it takes is a couple people showing up, and Lakai's just doing this dragon solo.
Yeah.
It should be known that this is happening. Mid lane tower's taken out. This is a disaster macro play by West Point. They're losing everything on the map. Dragon's going to go down. That's a third of the games for J-Team. Third Chemtech Dragon as well.
Third consecutive Dragon for J-Team. Gave up the first couple and a very clinically picked up the next three.
Picked up a mid tower as well while that happens, and this gold lead is just growing bit by bit. It's up to 6,000.
Yeah, and the Baron is starting to look desperate from West Point. They hit
but
it
there's
again.
recalls coming through.
Yeah.
Everyone recalled except Lalba.
There's not a soul on the map.
Yeah, Lil V's not here though, so the DPS isn't that high. He's going to walk over very fast. Daisy's going to be able to spot this out, and down to half HP now is this Baron. What can they do? J-Team, they're trying to defend this. It's very, very low. They come in. The smite is going to have to be good, but it's Kongyue who takes it. Flash over the wall from Lalva as Kongyue follows with that Arctic Assault. Does manage to pick up that kill. Flashes away. Minji going forward. He's got the reset. But Kongnue's not going down. Finds the stun. He's actually healing up. Finally, Minji does claim that kill, but still 4 members here of West Point managed to get away with the Baron. And that's a turnaround play if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, what an absolute heist from West Point. For a second there, it looked like Minji was about to get 3 resets and pick up a quadra kill for himself, but it takes him so long to take down Kongyue. And Kongyue
slows coming down. Chi-Chi takes a lot of damage from Lil V. Teleport as well. Ryu's found the perfect angle. Yusan's dead. Minji's already used his rocket jump. Hit back into the team. That's another kill. Chi-Chi manages to trade back 1 though. But we've seen 116 here. 1 more of those will do it. Strut forward. We have vision. We have the Q. We have the bullet time. And it's a shutdown for Lil V. Lakai, in the meantime though, does claim himself that top lane in a tower as 116 teleports bot lane.
Yeah, there is a level 17 misfortune all of a sudden for Little V, who just picked up a shutdown. He is the same level as the Mega Fed Gnar on the enemy team.
And this Daisy's going to try and defend this in a tower, and the knock-up's going to help, but it should just be taken out here, and maybe it won't actually, as Lakai's coming in. Char has to be careful. Lil V's got to do the damage. There's a mini Gnar. Char, does he have the wall? Yes, there it comes. Lil V just running. 116 is coming to try and help his bot laners. Puts out at least a little bit of movement speed there and will manage to stop any more forward momentum coming through from J-Team.
And West Point just insists on hitting the Baron here and catch J-Team with way too many members in base at this time. Lava actually lands the Q, so it is an honorable flip. 1295, perfect smite from Kongyue. Throws his Q and smite at it. And then even picks up a kill for his team on the way and distracts Minji from even 1 auto onto Cha. If Minji was paying attention to him, just kills him there.
Could have just jumped up, I think, ultimately.
Yeah, I think he just thought he'd kill this edge faster, and I did too.
Yeah, the Honey Fruit doing God's work in that play.
Yeah. That is now IE finish for this MF.
Yeah, 4 items now for Lil V.
Strongest champ on the map.
1 good bullet time. We haven't seen one yet. I mean, admittedly, the one that to get the shutdown was
good. Good.
But 1 good team fight ult, and it just seals the deal immediately. Same can be said, though. I mean, the man on your screen there, Lakai, you found one earlier on the game that kind of brought J-Team to the lead they find themselves at. If you can do that 1 more time, replicate it once, and this game is just going to end.
Yeah, it really feels like Lil V is missing having a Leona of his own or a Nautilus. The more traditional engage disruptive supports makes life on the Misfortune a lot easier.
Yeah, total gold. It is Lil V against the world here.
Yeah. Could be level 18 by now, almost.
Yeah, must be close.
Yeah, very accelerated Misfortune. And we'll have probably his biggest spike of the game in time for this dragon. Only person really close to him on the other team are the enemy mid and top.
Yeah.
I don't think the Gnar can handle this MF all that well, but the Tristana doesn't have trouble.
What's end was the evolution from that Negatron cloak?
Okay. I don't hate it. Should make him tanky enough against Sway that he's never really worried about him, while still building some damage for his lane matchup.
Oh, cloak does go wide there. Have to watch Ryu. I mean, he also quietly 3 items, 3.5 even. This Jace Poke can hit the right target, and pretty much that target has to just be Chi-Chi.
Yeah,
definitely will be powerful. 18. Hits Minji there, doesn't really matter. A lot of shielding, a lot of healing from Bloodthirster. Now, River Control afforded to J-Team. There is 1 ward there to spot. But Chi-Chi gets hit by one of those shock blasts, and we're seeing the damage there. Redemption available for Lalva if they need it. But through comes the engage. The bullet time's landing. Liu-san's very, very low. Not really going to be able to involve himself in this fight. In fact, Wei, it's 116 who manages to find that kill. Always managing to do it some way, somehow on this champion. Still, however, with these Ivan bushes. It is the Dragon startup. Kongwei's going to have to go for a smite steal. And he comes. He's not going to get it. Minji claims that Dragon. Char's getting taken out. Through goes Lakai, but he's not positioned all that well. But neither is anyone on the side of West Point. Lilvi trying to turn and do some damage. 116 so low. Everyone's low except Lilvi on the side of West Point. It does seem like 1116 has nowhere left to run. No mana, no HP, no hope. He's just sitting here waiting for his inevitable demise, and there it is. It's the Dragon Soul picked up, and a massive amount of momentum afforded now to J-Team. Baron, 40 seconds.
Yeah. West Point just find themselves on the wrong side of the map there and get cleaned up. The Dragon just ends up being a flip. I don't hate taking the flip if you are J-Team. It's a 4v5. So your odds might just be better. They commit 3 ultimates here to take out this Leona. 4 ultimates, sorry, and just barely do take her out.
Way passive gets it. Unreal.
Yeah. And, I mean, they're just out of juice at this point. A little bit of poke lands onto Lakai, but it's not doing all that much. Kongyue has to go for the steal here because it is Soul. So he leaves his team kind of without frontline, and this Braum gets blown up super quickly. And as numbers start to dwindle in these fights, Tristana with an Ivern behind her is just really difficult to deal with. Almost picking up the Hui.
All back live. Baron started and Baron's taken out. J-Team picking that one up, looking for a fight as well. Yursung's going to be taken out, but that's Bullet Time. Once again used here by Lilvi. Hop, skip, and a jump for Lakai should get him out of harm's way, and only one going down in that Leona for the Baron. We're looking for more. Lakai going to get slowed up. No flash available. Going to have Mega Redemption coming through. It's going to be a lot of health. In comes that Gnar ult. He's not going to get slowed up by the Winter's Bite and the Permafrost as well, not connecting. Meanwhile, these 280 carries in J-Team. Minji and Chi-Chi pushing through in this mid lane. One tower taken. The second tower going to go down as well. Recall's going to have to come through and come through fast as they do. West Point going to be able to defend their inhib, but for how long?
Yeah, nice map play from J-Team. Honestly, all game. I've kind of been running West Point all over the map.
Oh, this might be, by the way. Sid, I hope you're seated. You seated?
Yeah.
This could be the first Dawn Core I have ever seen in the PCS.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that thing.
I'm pretty sure this is the first time I have ever seen this item purchased in the PCS.
Yeah, and it might be about to have 100% win rate. I know it's like, it's meant to be Enchanter Rabadons, right?
Yeah.
So it compounds your healing and shielding
power.
stats.
Yeah, and it gives 18 itself or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great Ivan item. Ivan's probably the best champion in the game to have it.
Yeah, almost made for him.
So yeah, I mean, even out of all the Ivans I've seen before, we probably just didn't get to the point where we had a 4-item Ivan.
Yeah, it's rare you don't build the Mikhails or something on Ivan instead.
Yeah, or a Locket even.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dawn Core it is this game. Makes sense, a lot of single target damage coming through. Honestly, a lot of AoE as well, but alas, this Ivan bush wall is proving to be quite annoying. There's just this poke coming through from Chi-Chi.
Yeah, very strong on the Corki. Look how much damage he does even to the Braum and Sejuani.
Lilvi quite low, but rotating mid now, picking up these minions. Lifesteal coming through from that Bloodthirst is going to help out a whole lot. 116 as well, recalling, getting his health back, coming to try and look to defend yet another minion wave. More poke coming through from Chi-Chi as they try and clear out this wave, try and not lose their inhib, but Lakai's going to take their mid one at least for now. Glacial Prison comes through. Lakai is going to be able to come through. The Mega Gnar has come through, but he's not at the fight yet. Here comes Gnar, rolls onto Ryu, who goes aggressive, does get taken out. It's a 1-for-1 as things stands, but it's going to be the inhibs taken out by J-Team. Mid and bottom now exposed entirely. No real way to get top, but still it's more and more wins for J-Team, and so much map pressure with only 1.5 minutes until Elder Dragon spawns.
Honestly, it just feels like the quadruple Chemtech Soul Ivern is just too much to get through for West Point.
Yeah.
This Jace feels completely insignificant. Hui with great items at this point in the game still just can't really threaten anyone with these giant shields coming from the Ivern. And Lilvi just hasn't managed to connect with a meaningful ulti yet.
Yeah, we're at 5 items. Misfortune, one of the best champs in the game at selling boots and still having a lot of movement speed, so Still
Yeah.
definitely an item spot. Oh, he
there
sells
they
his
go.
boots. Oh, no, he
back.
doesn't have enough gold. He's gone again. What are we buying?
I'd be surprised if he has 6
we've
items already.
just
Yeah.
Swapped to tabbies. Yeah, makes sense, actually. I get a lot of poke. The movement speed might help you against it. Who cares? This is what he's chosen. This is
Has plenty of damage.
Yeah, this is
5
the
or
last
6
meaningful
items.
fight of the game. Whoever gets this Elder Dragon probably results in an ace, probably results in the end of the game. 40 minutes in, it all comes down to this.
It's up in 30 seconds. Massive positional advantage for J-Team.
Yeah, once again, I mean, all game just having control over this bot side river. After 2 dragons go down, it's been all them. 4 straight dragons. If they make it a 5th, that should be enough to get them across the line. Lakai, so strong, as are the rest of the team.
Yeah, Ryu's got to land some of this Jace poke.
It's so hard through all of the Ivern bushes. Lalva doing a fantastic job of having them up and having them in prime positions. Denying mid-wave after mid-wave. Double super minion in the bottom lane, though. It's built up. Through we go. It's another engage onto Yursan. We've seen it not work time and time again. Low health bars. Chi with the cleanse. It's a 1-for-1, but Char's going to go down as well. It's a double kill for Minji, who jumps forward, and Kongyue is so low. So is 1116. It is going to be a disengage. It's going to be Elder Dragon for the side of J-Team. They're even looking for the end. 116 is teleporting back. Can Lalva stop him? Not going to find him. Can we get these recalls? It doesn't look like it. The 280 carries, once again, they look for the end. They're not going to find it, but they are going to get themselves an Elder Dragon.
Yeah, Lovi just barely manages to get out and save the Nexus. I don't know if it's going to amount to much, though, with the Elder going over. To J-Team, Kongyue not even on his way to try steal it. It's just dead so quickly.
Yeah, this is going to be Elder. It means there's going to be a Baron, and that Baron push is what's going to dictate the end of this game. We haven't found a single engage on the side of West Point onto anyone but Yursan, and J-Team are loving it. Minji's got free reign to just jump, reset after reset, and just do so much damage in these team fights.
Yeah, well, it's so hard to find anyone but Ursan, just because our only engage is Sejuani ult on the side of West Point, and this Leona can just stand in front of her the whole game, as you saw in that last fight. Ursan will happily tank the Sejuani ult for his Corki. He's
Elder
running
Dragon.
straight at the Sejuani.
Oh, I mean, Char is so out of position. This is the most dead Braum I've seen in a long time. There's just no right. I mean, maybe you're trying to get a ward and look for a steal. Maybe if Sejuani trades her life for a Baron steal, prolongs the game long enough. But now you're against Elder. 1 minute and a half left on that Baron, the full duration.
Yep. So should just be a pretty clinical close for J-Team now. I don't think West Point can stand up to these double buffs. Baron, Elder.
Yeah, looking for this top inhib first is J-Team. Obviously, not long until the other inhibs do spawn. About the time that Elder runs out, West Point will have access to their other inhibs. I mean, it might just come down to Lil V trying to find a way to use his ultimate to deny in the end, but everyone's just taking so much damage. Chi is almost one-shotting. In goes Yursan. This should be the end of the game. Nexus towers are taken out. They don't even need to look for this fight if they don't want to, but they're gonna. Lakai jumps forward, but the Nexus is gone, and that is J-Team picking up their first win of the series.
Yeah, much better look from J-Team than the last time these guys faced off. Was very clinical for West Point that time. This time around, though, much better look from J-Team, especially Lakai and Minji.
Yeah. I mean,
Lakai especially, my god. He kind of broke that game open.
Yeah,
with
Lakai.
that Quadra kill, the Quadra ulti.
Lakai ult pretty much won that game for them at that point. It took a long time, 40-something odd minutes.
Yep.
Was the duration of that game, but it was really...
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember
Lakai.
if that got them their first or second dragon, but whichever dragon that got them, they just